I used to mock people who believed in ghosts. Flickering lights? Just bad wiring. Cold spots in a room? Poor insulation. That was me. Rational, grounded, unshakable. But desperation can put you in places logic can't protect you. After getting laid off from my tech job in Portland, I was broke and scraping by. The only gig I could land was an overnight security shift at an abandoned hospital just outside Olympia, Washington. The place? St. Alora's Hospital, closed since the 80s after a storm of disturbing rumors. Patient neglect, unexplained deaths, and the tragic story of a nurse who supposedly jumped from the rooftop during a graveyard shift. Locals warned me to stay away. I didn't listen. I mean, it was just a building, right? Just a job. But walking through those rotting double doors that first night, it felt like the building breathed around me. Yellowed paint, rusted equipment, wheelchairs lost in corners. A silence that swallowed sound. It was supposed to be 2 quiet weeks. Log your rounds. Watch the monitors. Go home. No drama. No ghosts. Or so I thought. All I wanted was a paycheck and peace of mind. Just enough money to get me through the month and figure out what was next. Honestly, I welcomed the quiet. No bosses breathing down my neck. No customers to deal with. Just me and my coffee, alone in the stillness of a forgotten hospital. But by night 3, I started noticing something strange. Hall B on the 3rd floor. Even before anything truly happened, I felt different up there. My stomach tightened. My ears rang with silence. Something about that hallway watched me. I kept brushing it off. Bad lighting, creaky floors. But then the motion detector lit up, and I learned what really lived in that hospital. It started on night 4, 2:17 a.m. The motion alarm for Hall B tripped. Routine stuff. I grabbed my flashlight and radio and headed up. But the 3rd floor was darker than usual. Emergency lights flickered like dying fireflies. The air smelled foul, like something rotting behind the walls. I scanned the hall. No intruders. No broken windows. Just the same eerie quiet. Then my radio crackled. Hello. I froze. Can you see me? It wasn't dispatch. It wasn't static. It was a child's voice, soft and slow, like a whisper that knew my name. At the end of Hall B, I saw her. A little girl, maybe 7, pale, barefoot, in a hospital gown. Long black hair covered her face. She stood perfectly still. I called out, "Hey, are you okay?" No answer. The radio buzzed again. This time, she asked, "Why are you here?" Then the lights surged and died. Pitch black. I ran, back down the stairs, nearly tripping. Locked myself in the office and tried to calm my racing heart. But at 3:04 a.m., the monitor flickered on. She was there, right in front of the camera, staring straight into the lens. Staring at me. I tried turning off the monitors. All of them. Sat in the dark, hoping the night would just end. But then the West Wing camera switched on by itself. And there she was again. Same pale skin. Same gown. Same lifeless stare. Watching from another hallway. I knew then this wasn't a glitch. It was something far worse. Like the cameras were her way in. Her way through. Suddenly, a knock. But not on the door. On the window. My office was on the 2nd floor. I crept toward the blinds, 1 inch at a time. I didn't want to look, but I had to. I lifted the edge of the blind. A pale face stared back. Expressionless. Hollow. Then it was gone. The lights blew out. My phone had no signal. I wasn't alone anymore. She had found me. Or maybe she had always been there. And now I had seen her. That was the mistake. I didn't sleep. I didn't move until the sun came up. When the day shift arrived and opened the door, they found me on the floor, pale, shaking, broken. I didn't say a word, just stood up and walked out. I left everything behind. My radio, my keys, my jacket. I never went back. Changed my number. Deleted the company contact. Blocked all calls. For months, I told no one. Until last week. That's when I received an anonymous envelope in the mail. No note, no return address. Inside was a single printed photo, a grainy still from a hospital security camera. Hall B, the little girl, stood there again. But this time, I wasn't just watching from a monitor. I was in the frame, standing behind her, looking directly at the camera.